Hey, so Biagio here with probably the nicest both actress and reality TV contestant me and Joke have ever worked with, Rosanna Pansino. Rosanna, how are you?
I'm very good. I'm good.
It's so great to see you. Obviously, as everyone knows, episode 2, we had to say goodbye to you, which is very sad, very sad. But it sounds like you've been doing awesome. What's going on?
Well, after the show, I got my first guest star on the new show Warren the Ape. It's kind of like a spin-off of Greg the Bunny, and I play the nerdy character Leia Finkelbaum. She was really cute and nerdy, and I love playing her. And Warren the Ape, if they have a season 2, I've heard that my character was edited and things in a way where it could come back as a reoccurring love interest. So
Ooh.
Fingers crossed for Warren the Ape. Oh, and I just found out that at the end of this month in August, I'll be having a little supporting role in an independent film called Amy Allison Fans.
That's great.
So I'm looking forward to that as well.
So and now you also, we were actually going to shoot a little interview with you yesterday, and we couldn't because you were working
On the set of Glee.
Yay!
Yes.
That's
I'm
great.
also working regularly on the set of Glee as a Cheerio cheerleader. It's like
That is like the perfect role for you, can I just say? I mean,
Thank you.
So listen, I think one thing everybody would agree about you, you are just freaking cute. So we were all sort of curious, and I kind of want to know what you think about it. Like, what attracted you to auditioning for our show and trying to get into horror?
I really wanted to do something outside of my comfort zone. I had never had any training in anything dark. It's all been comedy, it's been romantic comedy, and that's where I'm really comfortable, and that's what I'm the best at. But something about horror, I love watching horror movies, and I wanted to really challenge myself, and I did.
You did, and it was. I mean, I think it's pretty clear, and you've laughed about it. I mean, listen,
Yeah.
it's the thing is, it's not like we just pick you actresses out of a gumball machine. I mean, you had to go through a lengthy audition process to get on the show.
Yeah, and really good scenes for auditioning. They're really dark, and I really enjoyed them. And in the auditioning process, I just felt so comfortable and so natural doing horror. Like, it felt good. It was something different. It felt good. And then when I showed up in the environment, in the house with all of the girls, it was just this stress that came over me.
You shut down a little bit, it seemed like.
I did.
Yeah.
I openly admit I shut down, and I wasn't expecting myself to do that.
Well, we always say it's not an audition, it's a competition, and you get in there, and I mean, did you have a lot of time to prepare for your scenes?
We didn't have any time to prepare for the scenes, and for the ones that I went first, I just was so thrown into it that it was so difficult. And even Jamie, King said to us, I don't think that I could do what you guys are doing. And for her to say that to us just acknowledged how stressful and how difficult it was to be doing those challenges. And, I gave it my all. And my all was just so shut down. It was difficult.
Hey, for the record, I'm not sure I would want John Homa sitting across from me, trying to rev me up either. John can be scary, right? He's a great guy, great teacher, but, I can imagine you probably felt a little intimidated.
I felt extremely intimidated because I had only seen his work from the first Scream Queens, and he just seemed so intense and hardcore. But, after I met him, after the show ended, and we had time to hang out afterwards at, like, Tim's premiere and things, I saw so many different sides to him.
Do you think that you got something out of his class regardless?
Yes, I do.
Talk a little bit about that.
I think what, I know that the show only has, is it an hour to show all of the girls' works, 10 females.
42 minutes, yeah.
42 minutes to show everyone's work. And what I think you didn't see is after, like, the pumpkin smashing, even though it was very comedic, and the yelling of the lines, in Tim's director's challenge, I really got there in the moment and was able to get there, do it, and then shut it off.
Yep.
And that is a skill, like I've said, I'm putting in my back pocket. Because when I need to be rageful now, smash my pumpkin.
Smash your pumpkin.
It was embarrassing to watch, and the more I watch it, the more mad I get. And if I ever need to get mad, I just watch that clip and I go, oh.
Yeah, and that's what you're talking about, that first episode. You did good in your screen test that first episode, and I remember that Tim publicly has said then and since then he thinks you're a great actress and would cast you in anything. So I think that obviously there's been some haters out there we've heard about. Oh, Rosanna can't act or whatever. For the record, Rosanna is a great great actress, and you were trying. You wanted to go outside your comfort zone, which is part of the reason why we wanted to cast you on the show. Is like, yes, we want to cast people who love horror. You love horror films. That was what got you through the door. But we were very excited about the fact that you wanted to push yourself. Would you want to try horror again?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. I think that I really thrive on set. On normal sets, I thrive. I don't feel stress. I don't feel the pressure that I felt when I was in the house, kind of isolated from the rest of the world and being videotaped 24 hours a day. Just had this emotional reaction, and a reaction I think in my psyche as well. I just shut down. But on normal sets, I thrive, and I would love to do horror.
Well, I can say every audition you came in for us, you were auditioning for us, for Lionsgate, for VH1, over and over again, and every single time we pulled you in, you just blew us all away. And I assume that's a different experience for you than living with 9 other girls and sort of having to compete and deal with the cattiness and the extra stuff that's part of a competition that's not part of an audition.
Yeah, I think that's nail on the head. It was,
put the words in your mouth.
I really underestimated how stressful it would be to be a part of this project and to work on it. I think that, and I just dare anyone who thinks that they could do better to go ahead.
Well, that's one thing too. You see people writing, be like, "Oh my gosh, I could totally do this" or whatever. Let me tell you something. Like, all of you ladies have had a lot of acting experience. I used to be on a TV show myself eons and eons ago. What you guys had to go through is hard, and I don't think people realize that. And it's not our goal to throw you up there and make you fail, but it is our goal to say, listen, this is a difficult process, and I think you'd agree with that.
Yeah, it was a very difficult process, and it was different than what I had experienced being on sets before. And I think that really threw me off guard, and I don't think that I adjusted to that environment as quickly as the other girls did. The other girls who seemed to stick around are those who could adjust really quickly to that very stressful environment. And I think that mine just didn't adjust as quickly. I shut down, and I wish I could have stayed there a little longer to adjust. But it just didn't happen in that short amount of time, and I wish it did.